Okay, this is Nick for Mainstage TV, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Macromantics. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. So, what have you been doing recently? What's going on in the world of Macromantics?
I just finished a big Australian tour, and then I was doing shows with Lily Allen as well, so that was about 2 months worth of performing all around the country, a lot of rural parts of Australia as well, which was great. It's the first time I've kind of delved inland a bit more, not so much the big cities, which to me is really important to kind of get my music across there and perform to those areas. And yeah, now I'm just working on my next record, so gathering beats, and just my headspace is, going through the webs of thoughts, and eventually, yeah, my next record.
So is it all bouncing around your head as we speak?
Yeah, it is. It always is. It never stops, I don't think my mind ever really stops. So, yeah, taking all that unconscious information and conscious information and kind of weaving stories out of it and commenting on the world and where I've been since my last record, Moments in Movement.
Wretched pun, it's sentence 100 engine hums, dead and done, killing a nest of plums. No sorry, this person's...
From my perspective, you've only just sort of come up recently. I don't know, I could be wrong, but it seems like you've been getting much more attention recently, and it sort of feels like you'd come out of the blue. So what can you tell us about your actual musical history and how you got to where you are now?
Yeah, well, no, I have been rapping and writing that genre-specific kind of music for the last 10 years. I first started as a guitarist, and I come from more of a punk background and had a band and went over to America and in '95, and that's when I discovered hip-hop music, and then that just kind of took a life of its own and, spiraled into where I am now, and it just makes sense that this is where I'm at.
Deep into the blue beneath the hugest piece of too petite for maturity. This is a different realm where Tinkerbells wink and dwell, where Prince and elves winter fell, and we wish them well upon a star.
And so when you were in America in '95, what actually switched you on to hip-hop? What acts in particular?
For me, going to New York City and seeing the gritty, grimy stuff like Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep, all DJ Premier stuff, Group Home, KRS-One, like that to me was like, I just was kind of paralysed and was, wow, and Nas of course, and just seeing how it to me was like punk rock, the way it was speaking about society and culture, and just really immediate raw art and the common man having their say. It's not, your narrative counts, your story matters, and it's important for everyone to kind of document the world around them.
Lie like fights back, died back to settle the score, pedals fed on the floor, sentimentalist thorns cut up fairy dust on the cusp of a
do you feel a bit now, do you feel like any sort of sadness as to where, like, obviously corporate and commercial hip-hop is now? In the US it's all about the whole American dream of just, consumption and bling and all that sort of stuff.
I see that mainstream rap, like that's not hip-hop, that's rap, that's like the rapping's there, but it's a form of pop music. It's all these like hybridized forms of things, and so it's not hip-hop. There's no 4 elements in that. It's like straight rapping, and if you think of the 4 elements of that, it's like bling, naked women, rapping, and something, whatever else. But so it's not really hip hop, and I feel like the music that like kind of mainstream is actually really, really good. Like I love those kind of club hit rap songs. Like I think it's changed the way music's going, and it's progressive. So at first I was a real hip hop purist, and as soon as I kind of went, no, this isn't hip hop, like it's
like pop.
Yeah. Then I was like, wow, yeah, I don't need to be all like defensive about it. And I had an EP out before Moments in Movement, which I did all myself. Just basically my office was at my local post office, and sent everything out myself and distributed it all and put up the posters myself, and that I think that was a really important step to kind of do it all myself and now have like a team. And I think it's important to build slow steps up. People who kind of all of a sudden boom, there they are, and a huge hit, I think kind of fizzled out quicker. And for me, my main goal is for my music to have longevity and for it to always be relevant in all times and all places. And that's, not some party fad that lasts one summer. Like, that's not my interest. That's not why I'm here. And if that means, harder work and being cut down and building your way, I think that's really important.